Good Earth spin. Hello world. Greetings to you on your path. Another day ahead of us. Day 6. What's day 6 about? Thought I'd show you something cool. This is unradioactive headset. Basically, you plug it in, and it's got a earpiece, and here there's a little speaker. So it goes from a wire to a little speaker in a little chamber, and then it's just air. I thought I'd just share that with you because I found it helped me with my occasional mobile phone use. Today's kin signature: white, electric wind. I activate in order to communicate. Bonding breath. I seal the input of space with the electric tone of service. I am guided by the power of death. Day 6. And at this point as well, if you've been taking notes, one way I started to list everything as I went through the stages myself was like this. So you can just use an A4 and just make 22 lines, and then just put some key stuff on those. As you can see, I'm already sort of revealing what today is about. So we'll just get on with that now. Also, having reached day 6, we've got a wee overview. We've got the Magician, the Zulkin, 13 moons, into the throne room with the 4 long counts, then the 5 long counts, and today, number 6 resonance, I've matched up with the oceans. So today we'll be talking about the oceans, or the lovers, the Atlantic and Pacific, which have 60 to 62 year cycle on one level. In my book, please turn to page 123. Wipe the board, see you in a sec. Right. Day number 6. The lovers. Black pen today. So number 6, the two oceans. Now obviously there's the Indian Ocean as well, so that's a little question mark how that relates. And I'm going to show graphs at the end with the projector showing these fluctuations in temperature and pH as well, which was a curious one. So as I've said already, nature rules, and humans, we're like here. So we're basically we're talking about cycles like today's symbol. In the Chinese astrology, they have a 60-year cycle, which is 12 times 5. So that's also something, just a curious extra level. Re-establish fields. And so it is. So day 6, I've got a couple of guests. I want to say hello, new friends of Sparky. We're just going to look at the numbers again a bit more. 2 pals. So just get the board out. So this is Polaris. Hello. And this is Zenith. Hello. I'm better. No, I'm better. No, I'm better. I'm Zenith. I'm Polaris. No, I'm better. No, I'm better. They like to do that sometimes. So a bit of an overview of cycles. So we've got like small cycles, which is like weather. Mid cycles, kind of climatic, you could say. Deeper atmospheric cycles, and then bigger time-space cycles of the local solar system in which we live. So basically, it's a fractal. Again, here's those percentages. Now, in terms of the atmosphere, you know, there's all these levels to the atmosphere, but there's this point called the Kármán line, which is about 100 kilometers up, and that's when the atmosphere practically becomes non-existent. So, just gonna lean them on their noses there. And then you've also got the inner Earth, so the diameter here and stuff to do with the inner Earth and all its levels and stuff. And let's see. Alright. So, the oceans, look at that volume, 1.4 billion kilometers cubed. And this one is 1,000 billion kilometers cubed. Wow. So the Earth's definitely bigger than the oceans. And then volume over here is 53 billion kilometers cubed. Wow. And the difference here, though, is, you know, this is, the atmosphere's bigger, goes up 100 kilometers and everything, but the actual mass, now weight is determined, you need to have gravity in the equation, but mass is just without weight being taken into consideration, or gravity. So the atmosphere compared to the oceans, actually the oceans, even though they're smaller in volume, are heavier than the atmosphere. The atmosphere is lighter. It's only to 10 to the 18th power. This is 10 to the 21 power. And then the Earth itself is 10 to the 24. So geosphere, hydrosphere, atmospheres. So, yeah, these are all part of the biomes, booster pack, nature regions. Yay! We're very happy that you're looking at these numbers with us. We do like numbers because I'm the number of the midpoint of the sky. If you look directly up, in the middle of the sky, that's what I am. I'm Zenith. Yeah. But I'm Polaris, and I'm the North Star. So if you look north, you'll see me shining like a beacon of light. Yay. So there we go, bit more, they can have a wee bit of fun there. More biomes. I've got some more notes here. Yeah, so we're taking a brief respite from the throne rooms. We're just in a couple of those, the previous episodes. Oh yeah. Yeah. So this 60 to 62 year cycle is actually something I mentioned in my book. Even though I hadn't realized it connected with the oceans till recently, so this you could say is a half new cycle in my awareness. If you look on page 123, you'll see what I mean, and then I'll take you to the website bit of that as well later. So graphs, we need to look at the graphs and the website. back in a second. Forgot my disclaimer, so I'm not here to convince anyone of anything, just sharing wisdom, and feel free to make up your own mind. Blessed be. We're back. Hello everyone again. So these are all graphs you can find on the internet if you type in things like oceans, 60-year cycle, stuff like that. And so we'll just cycle through some of those. So you've got Atlantic, multi-decadal oscillation, 60-year cycle. Here's one about the pH. And from here. It's roughly a 40-year cycle there. This is another one here. So 60-year cycle. Here's more again, showing cyclic natures, various different proxy data in there. So there we go. That's some graphs about that stuff. 60-year cycle. So, we're going to just go visit one of the cycles I talk about in my book that is very key to what I've termed the natural time fractal matrix. And so I've gone back to the home page, and so from home page you have to scroll down till you get to about here. And there's one there called Celestial DNA Time Spiral. So that's what I'm going to click on. That's a fairly muckle page, that one. That's essentially one of my magnum opuses of many years of work. 20,000 years worth of data points on there. Got all the original spreadsheets here, plus all of the, you know, failed attempts before I finally cracked it. On this page, you scroll down a bit. And there, in the middle there, is a link for 372 to 391 year cycles. So you click on there, and you get the sub-cycles of the 372-391, which are the sub-cycles of the 1461-1507, and yeah, I'm already revealing some of the future numbers, so you may well be able to figure out some of that yourself. It is a mystery of the universe. So here we have all the maths that goes with that, and I do specifically talk about a 62-year cycle there, and that's long before I ever knew there was any connection with the oceans. But the maths does correlate, and overall in the end I'm pretty sure I'm going to be able to essentially describe a natural time fractal matrix, which is what I was been working with along the whole time. You know, so it's not surprising it's connected with nature. You know? Not really. Not at all. Makes complete sense. Cyrus.org, download my book for free, Infinity Codes, where we've just been looking at. The truth will set us free. If it doesn't, it's not the truth. May all beings be free. May all beings be happy. May abundance flow like nature flows. To everyone and all beings in peace. May we realize the fractal numbers and the exponential growth of nature when we're working with nature. You know, like natural progression, natural time, natural abundance. Blessed be. Blessed be. See you tomorrow.